Hi, Hay House World Summit 2018, part two. Just to be upfront, I am very cheap and don't pay for much. And so the Screencastify that we have downloaded is the free version. And so you can only have so much time each video. So I'll try and talk faster. This is week 2. I highly recommend that you pick and choose and click on whoever speaks to you and just keep listening to authors and seeing what works. And if you're watching this out of order, stop this and go back to part 1 because it'll help explain what we're talking about. The one person I look for every year at this point, every year, and I have to listen to first, unless like this year he's in week 2, is Kyle Gray. I love him. I just figured out, I don't know why that took so long this year, that he has a blog and a website, and I don't have to wait and listen to him once a year. I really love Kyle Gray. I don't know if it's his voice or just that he has such an amazing connection to the angels. And by the time you are done listening to him, you really feel more connected, more like you're sitting next to your guardian angel. They're right there, and it feels awesome. Gabrielle Bernstein, her book was out for free. Her PDF or downloadable book was out for free, I think, for a while from Hay House. Once you subscribe to the summit, you'll get messages from them. You'll get things from them all year long. And this was one of them, which was awesome. I read her. She's wonderful. I think you will love her. Julianne Carnes. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Cracking the Abundance Code. I learned about her last year. And in fact, I still have a Post-it note up here on my, in front of my computer saying to look her up. I think you'll like that. Greg Braden, he's another one that I found through here that I like because of the more scientific aspect that he brings. And I know that sounds odd. There's a couple people in here like that, but I do believe that you can't throw anything out. You can't only say that there is science and there's no God. You can't say there's God and there's no science. And I think we need to put it all together, and he's a really good person to do that. Dr. Barbara DeAngelis, I love her. That's a great one to listen to. Robert Holden, who again I found through Hay House a couple years ago, and he has a website and a weekly blog, and he'll email you things. And I've really liked listening to him. He also interviews several people this year. You'll really like that. All kinds of topics. Moving forward without regrets, loving yourself to achieve your optimal potential, and introduction to nature's pharmacy. Preserve and protect your brain, the Grain Plane Plan. Again, all kinds of information. I'll pull this up a little bit so you can see all of their names, and all kinds of different topics and speakers. And I think that's really important. A lot of these speakers talk about that. The more you listen to, the more you'll hear some of the same themes and some of the same things reiterated, just in a different way. And I think that's awesome. Having a teaching background, being a teacher at heart, I know that everybody learns differently. Everybody hears differently. They hear what they connect to and what they need. And because of that, somebody can describe getting over something like riding a bike, and it means nothing to you because you don't ride bikes, or you hate riding bikes, or you've never ridden a bike. But somebody else can describe getting over something like baking a cake, and you are passionate about cake or baking, and that you connect with, and it means something, and you can see that. And that's the importance of this. Let's go to week 3, since my videos have to be short and to the point. Week 3, and I apologize, I think I keep messing up Dr. Wayne Dyer's name. It gets stuck in my mouth. Bruce Lipton is one of those science spiritual people and putting them together. And he has, in week 3, he had a movie or video, The Spontaneous Evolution. If that might be something to look at. Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra get together. I think this is an interview with Dr. Wayne Dyer. So all 3 of them, 3 amazing people in one room, asking, who am I? And I think for the second time or the 3rd week in a row, a video with Esther Hicks. So all of these are wonderful. Take the time to do what you can or look up what you will. Esther Hicks also has an audio interview on this, The Evolution of the Law of Attraction, Eckhart Tolle, the power of presence, which is all Eckhart Tolle is about, the power of now, right? Carolyn, Prayer for Our Age. That was really interesting. I listened to it while I was walking, and she gets very passionate, and I found myself walking faster and faster by the end of her interview. Bruce Lipton is on here. Don Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the 4 Agreements, is talking about those. Latham Thomas, Give Birth to New Ideas by Making Room, Not Space. That was love. That's the first time I've ever heard of her, even though I think they said she's a Oprah super solar at this point. She was amazing. John Holland, Discovering Your Soul Purpose. I really liked him. He had a couple of things that I had to grab a pen and paper and write down. They resonated with me. Mike Robbins, energy clearing for sensitive people. That's one of the words that I've learned through Hay House over the years is being an empath. And that would be me, which is why I'm here every year. And things like this, to be able to hear what I can do to create that safe space for myself because I'm that person. We talk about it in our house. We call it being Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. When I walk into a room, I can feel the energy. I can feel what's going on, the tension. If there's somebody in that room who's really struggling, I almost feel like I'm getting a panic attack, like it's hard to breathe. And I've learned that that's not me having a panic attack or having trouble breathing or dying right there on the spot because I'm in a group of people, but it's me picking up on somebody in the room who needs love and support and prayers. I've learned I don't have to go seek that person out and fix anything for them. That was also hard. I can just stop and say a prayer and cleanse and re-energize and not take that on. Rebecca Campbell, I think I've listened to before, that she's one that you might really enjoy. I might be going through these too fast for you to write down names and authors. I'm sorry. Allie Campbell was new to me, and I listened to it, and that's one. I don't make my kids or my husband listen to everything every year, but I did make them all listen to Allie Campbell. He's Scottish. He's got a great accent, and he was a personal trainer, and my husband's a personal trainer. So it really resonated with him. It clicked. I could see his face light up, and he was like, "Ah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I try and tell my clients." So I love when that happens, when I introduce this to one person every year who gets something out of it or may come back next year. The other person that I listened to this year that I've never heard of is Miranda Kerr. Up just a little bit. Building Self-Confidence from Within. She was wonderful. That was a wonderful speaker. And again, one of those times I grabbed a piece of paper and had to write a bunch of stuff down. Watch the next video for part 3.